What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Solana, as it has been performing incredibly well over the past few weeks and really just generally over the past few days. It's pumped from $160 all the way to $200. Now it's sitting at just under $200, but has overall broken through some really tough resistance levels, and we're now approaching the yearly high. Actually nearly hit the yearly high. It was only around $5 away, and it's looking really bullish. So I figured we need to be covering this coin. Now in the previous videos we talked about buying Solana in this green zone, which you can see this candle slightly tapped into. I don't know if you really want to call that, a proper tap in, but it did hit the top of this order block. So if your type of strategy involves entering trades off of the top of the order block, then you would have entered and now you'd obviously be in mega profits. However, my strategy involves entering trades based on the 50% of the order block fill or 100% like this. So my personal trade and everybody in the Discord who follows my exact trade wouldn't have been able to enter Solana right here, but we have been entering at the blue zone and previously at the red zone, and at mega lows we had last year. So overall we've been entering quite a lot on Solana, and now our spot profits are really starting to show. So it's just unfortunate that we missed out on the shorter term trade. However, still really good, and we're going to be covering exactly where I think Solana can be going today. So entire crypto market has been pumping. Bitcoin sitting at a new all-time high of 76,500, which is absolutely absurd. To think Bitcoin just a few months ago was at 50,000, now 50%. It's absolutely absurd. Like, it's really the bull feeling is back, so that's really good. Another thing we need to take a look at is obviously Bitcoin dominance. As Bitcoin is rising, Bitcoin dominance is now starting to fall, and this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Without this fall, it really would have been quite a bloodbath for altcoins, simply because this controls how altcoins move. When Bitcoin dominance falls, altcoins rise, and when Bitcoin dominance rises, altcoins will usually fall. And the main reason why altcoins have been bleeding quite bad compared to Bitcoin is simply because you can see here Bitcoin dominance has been on an epidemic rise. It's really not put a foot wrong, and it's constantly been trending up, really small dumps, but hopefully this is the start of a new downtrend, so we can really enter the latter stages of a bull market with altcoins and ETH and Bitcoin all rallying, altcoins being the favorable ones, and Solana definitely being up there. So if I go back to Solana here, Solana has actually been the better performing altcoin out of the entire crypto market. I think it's the best performing altcoin because it's performing really similarly to Bitcoin, although it's slightly lagging behind. Obviously Bitcoin at a new all-time high, but Solana, if we compare it to the yearly high, it's practically there, and obviously the all-time high is at $260, let's say. So we're really approaching those stages, and the main resistance level we have now is going to be obviously the yearly high at $210. If we are looking for a consolidation now after that huge pump, we're going to be looking for something like this, where we come back down to test this area now finally as a support, and you could really be looking to purchase some Solana or even enter some sort of long position here as we reclaim this level as a new support. Because if you are bullish on Solana, then this level needs to be claimed as a support, otherwise we're just going to end up crashing back down and we're not really going to extend further. So usually how this works is we break through a resistance level like this, and then we come down and retest that resistance level as a new support before heading further. So if you really do believe in Solana, I'd recommend checking out this level for a support and then coming down into a lower time frame where you analyze slightly, like here for example, you find the highs, you find the lows. Like here for example, we had a low, we swept the low, we broke the high, and we rallied on up. So you want to find lower time frame entries and higher time frame narratives. I find that works best. However, if you struggle to find what works best, or you just want to be getting trades every single day, then check out the Discord down below, which I've linked in the description, because we are getting insane trades sent there every single day. So make sure to check it out down below. But yeah, that's what I find works well. Higher time frame like the daily, I think the daily time frame works the best because the weekly is way too long term. Each candle is a week, and it's really hard to get a grasp of how the market is going to move. Whereas the daily I find is the perfect balance between not the 4 hour, 1 hour, 12 hour, and not the week, month chart. So I think the daily use as a long-term narrative and your shorter term time frames like your 1 hour, 4 hour, 15 minute to find the precise and perfect entry points will work really well. So that's my strategy in case you want to follow. and that's what I'd be looking for on this level. So again, come down, find a lower time frame entry point, something like this, whatever we have, highs, lows, maybe fair value gaps, order blocks, all mixed in here, and then we enter a long, targeting really $209. So I don't know exactly what percent this is going to be. I'm guessing roughly 15%. Yeah, so 16% profit just from that trade. If you want to use leverage, that's like 10x leverage, so 160% profit. And your stops, it depends if you're entering on spot or leverage. With leverage, you'd want to be placing your stops again somewhere below here, and you really are going to have to be analyzing a lot, simply because we can sweep these, support and resistance levels like we did here. For example, here we found the resistance, and here we swept above. So anybody that entered shorts, at here or here or here and placed their stops just slightly above would have been stopped out. And that's what you really need to watch out for on these derivatives trades. That's why I sometimes prefer entering on spot. I say sometimes, a lot of the time prefer entering on spot, because there's no way of you getting stopped out or liquidated, because you actually own the coin. You can really control what you do, and if it does fall lower, you can just dollar cost average in. There's no fear of a liquidation price there, and that's the way I'd be looking to really take the trade. Now again, you're gonna have to be watching for Bitcoin and the S&P, which I haven't covered the S&P in a while, so I'll quickly go over that. Obviously, we have a huge fair value gap created here from 5.78 to 5.86, so we might come down to fill that gap. There is obviously a lot of bullish momentum from the Trump win, which is very good for the economy, very good for the stock market, very good for the crypto market, and that's what we're really going to be basing the entire month and next month as well until 2025 off. And we need to be sure to carry that momentum into 2025, because if as soon as we get some bad news or bad catalysts, there's going to be a lot of selling, because price is really inflated right now, so people are already looking inclined to sell. However, with the Trump win, there's obviously now FOMO entering the market, and more news narratives, positive news narratives, is going to create more FOMO, and we're finally going to enter the real stages of the bull market. So I'd be sure to be watching that as well. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you need to be getting trades every single day, check out the Discord, links in the description. And if you need a place to buy, sell, or trade crypto, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below also. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.